Tamakaze here with a Tesla earnings preview video. Want to go over some of the details on what analysts are expecting, what I'm expecting, and what are the things that are going to drive this either up or down. Now, it's 50-50 over the last 12 earnings, whether this goes up or down, so it's kind of a coin flip. Based on what I'm looking at the chart and what I've seen in the industry, I'll give my prediction at the end of the video, but it does look pretty obvious to me that this should be going down, but we'll see. So it's all going to depend on what they report and what the guidance is going to be. So EPS about $1.70, $1.75, revenue 18 billion. So anything over those two numbers could drive this up. So the expected move, according to the implied volatility on options, we're looking at about a 10% move. So that would be around 800 or about 670 with the move. So you could see the green line being the top and the red line being the bottom is the expected move. Average move about 6.5%, and the last move was only 3%. So they typically do beat EPS, with the last 9 being a beat with only 1 miss. Now, it doesn't mean they always go up. Like I said, it's kind of a coin flip. So for me, that 792 range, it's possible we see as high as 866 if they have really good earnings. They say some really nice things, could drive it up that high. I don't expect that. I think that the white to green zones have been my targets, and they've been hitting pretty good. So I think that 755 to 792, if they beat, that would be a downtrend break, and that would be the catalyst to push it out. Now, if they miss, and that's what I'm expecting, not necessarily expecting a miss on the EPS and revenue, but what I am expecting is guidance to be bad, and I think they're gonna lower guidance with everything going on. And so what you could see here is the number of vehicles produced is what everyone's going to be paying attention to. Now, what they're looking for is kind of a curve on that. So if the number of vehicles they're producing is curving and flattening out, that means they're no longer growing and they're kind of flattening. And investors do not want to see that. And with Tesla, with a PE ratio of around 100, it's really going to have to justify its price right now. And I think this is going to get a haircut. So what I'm looking for is, are they going to report the impact on their Bitcoin holdings, around 2 billion? Because that could have a huge impact. I think they're going to lose over 500 million to 100 million, over 500 to 1 billion on their Bitcoin holdings. It's going to be a huge impact on their revenue and EPS, but I don't know if they have to include it in their report. Now, I am looking on any type of expansion, new plans, hiring. I'm looking at those kind of things in the report. I want to see if they have a Cybertruck update, if they're going to be pushing that out. And I want to see if they're going to be talking about supply chain issues. So is supply chain going to lower guidance and things like that? So I think it's possible. I see this as a bear flag, bear pennant right now. I think it's possible we could open up in the 656 to 670 range. Really bad guidance and earnings could push us down to 620, and then anything catastrophic could see this 554, 500, and eventually 400. So you're going to see some follow through on that. It's not going to get there right away, but you could see something, maybe come here, retest, and then we could see further downside. So if I were to play this, I would play the downside. That's just me. I don't plan on playing it just because it's too expensive and I don't really play earnings that much anymore. But if you were to play it, that would be what I would do. So hopefully this helps answer any questions you have. And if you have any comments, questions, concerns, throw those down below. Hit me up on Twitter and the Discord. I'm here for it.